There's nothing more sad than seeing an empty fish tank. Lights out, no fish, no plants, no life. Just sitting there. It's horrible. This is one of the final tanks that I've emptied, or I've had someone empty for me. Because as you know, I've got to downsize a lot due to my health issues at the moment and possibly having to have an operation on my neck. I can't maintain all the tanks anymore, or until I know for definite what's happening. As I say, I'm only 54 and I've got to think of my health. Although my fish away for my mental health, to be honest. I know it's not the best view. I've tried my best to. Because the bedroom's like... Well, there's nothing wrong with the bedroom. It's just because the tank's in darkness. Didn't realise how cheerful the room looked with the nice lights and the fish swimming round. It's just desolate at that end of the room now. I actually can't wait for the lad to come and take the tank, but he needs a bigger car because he's got like a sporty car. So I'm just waiting for him to come and take it. He's took the fish, but he's coming round for this shortly. Well, how long's a piece of string? So I'm thinking about covering it up, to be honest, because it's just depressing. Seeing that just sitting there at the end of my room, at the end of the bed, when like most nights I wait until the last minute before I turn the lights out altogether on them, because they're just so relaxing and funny to watch. But yeah, that's the update on that tank. It's just horrible. I'm hoping I don't need this operation. I hope they can just sort it with injections, and maybe I can just adapt different ways, or I say get someone in to help me. My friends aren't interested in fish. If I mention fish, their eyes roll in the head, and I think, oh, I just may as well be talking to the wall. I don't think they realise how much my fish mean to me. So yeah, that's the tank. That tank was full of platties, all neon blues and Mickey Mouse platties and tiger platties, and I think sunset platties. Yeah, and there was loads of babies, and I had loads of plecos in there. One that was like, I think one was a honeycomb one, and he was proper cute. I'd had him since he was tiny. And a few other normal, just bristle nose that are proper cute. And I had a striped Raphael catfish in there. It was the bane of my life. I couldn't get anyone to take him off my hands because people don't like them because they're messy. But he just did his own thing. But the lad who's took me fish, he's took him as well now. So that's good. So yeah, that's that tank. This is my tiny tank here with a few little guppies in it. Just little odds and sods that have just been like overflown from other tanks as they've been emptied, and I've found them afterwards. A couple of neon tetras, a rummy nose as well, a few shrimp in there. So at least there's a bit of life. Not that you can see it, but you'll have to forgive me, I'm not that good at filming still and how to adjust my phone. But they are in there and it's still nice to look at. As I say, I'm still going to have one tank, which is gonna be my chili raspberry ones. I'll show that in a minute. That's adjusting to all the new plants going in, and the water lettuces have died back a bit because they're in fresh waters. So it's not neglected, it's just finding its feet, or finding its roots if you like. So I don't know whether you can see. Let's see if I can just try and... How's that? Not that I know if anybody's watching, I'm probably talking to myself. But it's just an update. Yeah, so I think the first part of the video I filmed the wrong way around, so I'll probably have to fix that as well, because I filmed it with my phone upright instead of sideways. which is no surprise for me. So that's my little tank. But I don't know whether these fish can just go in with the chili raspberries, to be honest. Sure they can, because I'm sure they're still classed as nano fish. I can only try, because I haven't had anyone come forward saying, well, I've had a few people saying they want them and they want them, but nobody turns up. Obviously this is not my chili raspberry tank. This is my bearded dragon Budsum. He's in the middle of a hormone rage at the moment. That's why his tank's upside down and destroyed. He's looking for a mate. He's having his first, he was 1 in May, so this is like his first rage of hormones. So he's just starting to chill out now, and that's where he sleeps there, just under the light. He's giving me the eyeball at the moment. He doesn't like being handled, so you want to see him when you try and handle him. Oh, you never see no drama like it. But he is cute. I love him to bits. But this is just like a little second introduction of Budsum. As I say, his tank does look awful, but he's not neglected at all. There's just that many things that he can't have, because no matter what it is, he'll try and eat it. You know, he's had tests and everything, all his bloods and everything are good. It's just something he does. If you give him bark, he'll try and eat the bark. But that big chunk there, he doesn't bother with that. So I don't know whether it's a certain type, I really don't know. There's certain stones he'll try and eat. As I say, all his bloods have come back good. You know, there's nothing wrong with him. The leaves, he tries to eat leaves, the artificial leaves. The whole back of it just used to look like a jungle. And when he was a baby, it looked brilliant. But now, it's awful. It's literally down to basics. He looks like he's a little minimalist. And if you take that swing away from him there, that bridge, what he sleeps on, he climbs up onto the actual bulb cage or jumps onto it, no matter how it places branches and things like that. He'll jump from the bottom because he's big enough. He's a big fella. Yeah, so that's Budsum. This tank we're looking down into now, this is a top opening, I don't know the name of it, top opening vivarium with Heidenberg in. He's my leopard gecko. I'm not quite sure how old he is. I got him given to me free on Facebook by someone who was just wanting to rehome him. I think he was struggling in life and he just wanted to keep his dog. So I was lucky enough to get Heidenberg. I'm not quite sure what hide he's going to be in. He's got quite a few. I did a video a minute ago and popped the camera by a few of them, and he didn't seem to be in any of them. So I've got a feeling he could be in the one below, which is the one where he goes in when he's shedding, so I won't disturb him. So yeah, that's Heidenberg's home. As I'm saying, I don't know how old he is. He still only seems young to me. But he's lovely little flower. Not like Grumpy Draws, the bearded dragon over there. And this feeder here, I got this off Facebook the other day. It's really good because sometimes it's awkward feeding him, because he doesn't always grab properly off the tongs or out of your hand. But these were advertised for bearded dragons. It's just got a roach in there and a couple of mealworms, and on the side there it's got his vitamin powder, what he's been in. You can tell because he's been scraping in it. I mean, obviously I still gut feed his meals, but it's a really good idea because they don't escape everywhere and he can get them when he wants them then. So yeah, that's how. I hope this video hasn't made you feel seasick the way I've been whirling around the tank. So yeah, that's Heidenberg's home. And this tank here is Petunia's I should say, tank. She's down there, whether you can see her. She's a little crested gecko, but she's got floppy tail syndrome from being abused. I bought her off a girl that had rescued him from a bad breeder in Leeds, but she's still really nervous, so I just leave her to do her own thing, and she's quite happy. She's got all loads of little isopods in there, and she's got some plants. I hear her bopping around of a night. She loves her food. She loves having a poo down the window as well, which is good because I know she's pooing then. Let's say, just for backup. That tank, she's just woke up. So she's going to be scooting shortly. She's probably thinking, now, is she going to put her hand in, try and stroke me again? But I'm not. Just going a bit closer. She is adorable. She's beautiful. Hi, baby. It's okay. I'm going to leave you to it now. This is the tank I'm keeping. That's my little ottocinclus there, just in view. He's the biggest in the tank, and he's so tiny. The thing is, I think he's an ottocinclus. That's what I got told. But he is gorgeous. It took me so long to catch him out the big tank when I was emptying it. I'm just keeping this focused on the tank because, believe it or not, there's a couple of tiny baby guppies in here, and there's 20 chili raspberries amongst all the plants. I'm just waiting to see if I can see them. They are in here, obviously. I'm just zooming in. I'm not zooming in at all, I'm just moving the phone. This is the tank I was saying that I put all the water lettuce in from the other tank, but it's all the roots usually die back when you put them in fresh water. But then once they take, they're fine. So I'm just waiting for these to kick in again. And they grow amazing when they start. They were absolutely beautiful in the other tank. But I love this tank. It's just a mash of plants and bogwood. Just try and leave it and not bother it because the chili raspberries, I just want them to do their own thing. Well, they are doing their own thing at the moment because it looks like they've gone out. I'm probably just going to put you on pause for a bit until I see them because I don't want to bore you to death. Probably already am, like, but I've been sitting here for ages now, and can I look for see them fish for love nor money? No, they're so tiny. There's a little fish there. See, they don't like the light, because I've just put the light up a little bit. They're probably hiding. Oh, hang on. Sure, I just seen one then. I feel like I'm blagging you. It's just another empty tank, but it's not. They are in there. So, what I was getting around to say was basically this is going to be the tank I'm keeping with just some little tiny fish in. As I say, it pretty much looks after itself. It's got loads of plants. It's got snails in there. There's a little tiny catfish in there. There's a little L174 placo that only grows to just a few centimetres. He's in there as well. You only really see him of a night. So it's usually once it goes dark and I turn all the lights out. So there's only the lights of the living room on. and they come out then, you see them buzzing round. Because they've been fed today, they won't come out again. They were out this morning. That's how come I know they're there, otherwise I would be worrying, to be honest. I've got quite a few ram's horn snails. Is it ram's horn? Yeah, ram's horn. They're quite cute, as long as you don't let them override you. Oh, these fish are doing my Sweden. Anyway, that was just a rundown of what's going on in the fish department at the moment. So, thanks for watching. I'd love it if you'd give it a like, possibly subscribe. As I say, I'm up in the air at the moment because I don't know what's happening with my health. Well, I know what's happening with my health. I'm knackered, basically, but whether or not I'm going to be having an operation, I should be hearing by the end of July. They said I should hear from my referral. That's one thing I did. Got an email the other day. I've just remembered to tell you. There they are there. I don't know whether you can see them. I don't want to move the phone too much because it'll freak them out. Can you see them? I think they've just realised that I've just been in the tank and moved the light a little bit to try and catch them. I must have disturbed a bit of food on the top that hadn't sunk, but they are in there in the middle now, mooching round. So yeah, I'm basically just waiting to hear about whether I need an operation. As I said in the last video, I am going to be going. I'm going to be going for a few days away to a local campsite that's got fishing ponds on, which I'm looking forward to. I actually can't wait. But it's just a case of how I manage. I've bought one of them 3-second tents that I'm going to be. There's the little catfish there, can you see him? Wiggling away there on the wood. There he is. Oh, thank God for that. But you'd be thinking I've made him up as well. But he's come out to have a feed. So yeah, I'm just waiting to hear. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm going away camping for a few nights with this 3-second tent. See how I manage with that. And if I manage okay and I'm alright with me fishing, I'll do it more often while the weather lets us, before the winter sets in. So yeah, that's my update. Sorry if I bored you towards the end with this waffling about these little chili raspberries. And I probably bored you from the beginning. As I say, it's just an update and I'm still winging it, but I'll get there. I won't be Mr. Beast, but I'm not in it for that. Take care, guys. Like and subscribe if you will, please, and comment at the bottom if you think of any other little nano fish you could get to put in here. I was thinking of some celestial pearl danios, some more tiny ones, just a little group, so at least if one's in hide and the other one might be out. Yeah, so let me know. Thanks, guys.